good evening. I'm just creating that focal point so I can kind of function a little bit better because the inflammation is high. Even while I try to sleep, ticks keep getting in the way. But sometimes, I can focus on the camera, or I can get this wave that I project in my head, kind of a mental projection of going back and forth, and I can keep it steady, and that steady rhythm creates something in there that lets me focus better, and kind of right above the verbal tics that sometimes can make it hard to function and just life miserable in general. But I can learn from everything, and that's sort of a lesson in itself. You just got to understand that every aspect of your existence, you can use it to better yourself and to learn from. One thing I've learned is that people do a lot of stuff that they are absolutely beyond their control. Just like me, I've had people say, well, just don't tick, just stop it. Well, that's about as ignorant as it comes. I can't help a verbal tic coming out. Sometimes I can suppress them, sometimes I can mute them, but a lot of times it'll come out as a facial tic. And that kind of goes in a broader range of the things that people do that we find so weird and so quirky. And then we got to understand that that may be completely above their ability to change. Even something is like road rage, or their temper, their anger, or different personality quirks. It would be impossible for them to kind of be anything different without a cognitive, conscious awareness of what's going on. In other words, after the fact, like you've been driving and road rage has really gotten you. You can't believe that person's driving so slow in front of you, or whatever it is, or they pulled out in front of you, and you just beat the dash and maybe give them the middle finger or something. And then later on, you're like, man, I can't believe I did that. That is like absolutely nuts. I feel horrible. Why do I do that? Now at that point, you're consciously aware, but before, you're not consciously aware of what's going on. It's almost like you're in animal instinct mode. And when you're in that instinct mode, you're going to do dumb stuff. And, until you become consciously aware of your actions, you can't control that kind of stuff. And the best thing to do is just have mercy on yourself and mercy on the ones around you that are doing little quirky stuff that you think is so weird, and you want to make them accountable for what they're doing. Yeah, if they don't have a conscious awareness of what they're doing, they're in no way going to be able to control that. No, it ain't going to happen. But anyway, it just helps for me to kind of focus on this and those thoughts. I did make a new picture yesterday. I just kind of put that together. I thought it was kind of groovy, and I'll put some at the end of the video, some pics of that, sort of going from the first one back to the last one. I thought it was nice. Had my first sale on Redbubble. That was exciting for me. It was a simple sticker, but it might as well have been a canvas print to me. I'm as grateful as if it was, because it's a sale. It's kind of cool, to think somebody wants your stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and let you go at that, and I think it served its purpose of kind of slowing my mind down and helping me. But you have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk at you later. Bye.